of transition.
Dun dun dun.
Da-da-da.
Welcome everybody to this edition live streaming of DGG presents Roll for Shoes. So this is a real simple, easy to run tabletop RPG. So simple and so easy, and we're going to show this by the fact that none of the players, myself, Jake, or George, have ever played this game.
Yeah.
We didn't do any research, any reading. We did nothing before jumping in here. This is the first little bit we've got. Well, okay, fine. Jake read. He does that.
No idea what I'm doing. What's reading?
Yeah. Jeez. Jerk. Anyways, we have a kind of a format for these that we're running with now. Because we have a list where we're scheduled out through into November for indie tabletop RPGs. We're going to be streaming on Wednesdays. So we're going to do now is I'm going to toss it to Don. He's going to give us a little bit of history about the game and let everyone know kind of the setting and what's happening today.
Oh boy. So
deer in headlights.
So Roll for Shoes is pretty cool. It was actually, I think from what I've heard in the rumors, it was actually developed by somebody at a convention called their handle was D Weird on Reddit. And they passed it around as an open source game that anybody can throw together. It's since had lots of different adaptations, like people have built in extra combat rules and all that jazz. This one is the straight original OG Roll for Shoes. Yeah, that's kind of where it came from. And I had this idea while I was reading through it. I'm like, how am I going to do a setting for Roll for Shoes? So I thought about it. I'm like, it would be a good one. Our players are going to be sentient machines who have recently been deposited upon a planet-sized landfill / wrecking yard. And they're in pieces. Hence, Roll for Shoes. It'll be interesting to see what shenanigans they get into. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got about it.
All right. Well, then I think we just dive right into it. Let's see what happens.
All right. So, character creation in this is pretty simple. I think I can pop up a character sheet that I created real quick on the screen so that it shows up, perhaps. Yeah, maybe not. That might be a pain in the butt. Anywho, the character sheet's fairly simple. It follows pretty much the outline of these 7 rules that you see in front of you. If you can't read them very well, it says the first rule is say what you want to do, and you roll a number of d6s. That roll of your d6s is higher than an opposing roll set by me, the GM, or set by an opposing roll by another player or character. The higher one, what happens. That's a good point, Hog. I have no idea. They may have shoes or wheels or maybe even springs. I'm not certain. We'll see. The number of d6s you roll is determined by the skill level of the skill you roll for that skill, which starts off with do anything 1. And if you roll all 6s, you get an additional skill leveled up beyond that. So if you roll a 6 on do anything, you'll get a skill level 2 for, like, say, athletics 2 if you were trying to climb a hill or a gate or something to that effect. For every roll you fail, you get an experience point. So in your character sheet under notes, you'll probably want to track those experience points just to be safe. XP can be used to change dice into d6s or 2 6s so that you gain a level, but it can't be used to force successes, if that makes sense.
So you're rolling 3 things and you need 1 more 6 to get a level, but not to succeed. You can use an experience point for that.
Yeah, to bump it up to a 6 and get your level 4 skill, which would be a more specialized subset of what was before it. So if it went from athletics, it goes from athletics to, say, climbing, from climbing to, like, scaling that specific kind of cliff or ladder, and so on and so forth. The more detailed it becomes, as it kind of ranks up. I have never seen anybody get past 3, but I don't know.
Challenge accepted.
So, the last thing y'all remember, aside from the blackness of being deactivated, was a loud crashing sound as the container that deposited you on this world, covered in rust with a faint green oxidized atmosphere, surrounds you. There's charred metal and dust that kind of floats almost like spores in the air as these ancient pieces of machinery and debris have been disheveled or disturbed over who knows how many years. What would you all like to do? First of all, what do y'all look like? That's a good place to start.
Well, designation R3AD1T060. Right now, being in pieces is essentially a lowercase t with a little circle on top of the lowercase thing for the head. So there's just that and the body with 2 arms. And that's all there is right now.
Okay.
Boys T-posing on us.
Just praise the sun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
What about Ben? What does Ben look like?
Our bioelectronic navigator, Ben for short. He is he's best way to put it, he looks like a decrepit C-3PO, where C-3PO is missing all of its plating, and he goes just to say anything and nothing comes out.
All right. And then
he's missing like half the wire, like wires are sticking out like crazy hair.
And what about Shovelhead? Oh, that's glorious.
My name is Shovelhead.
Oh yeah, now it's a party. See what I did there with the word?
I don't think I've had enough alcohol for this yet.
Let it run. So, looking around you, you see all of this broken down debris and lots of pieces of machinery and metal. What would y'all like to do?
Well, designation R381T060 is going to realize that all they have is some arms to look around. So they're going to look around for legs or wheels or something, because we got to be able to move around.
All right.
I'm a utility droid. I got to be able to move around and do all the things.
All right. Well, roll do anything.
Ooh.
Oof. And the opposing roll is a 2. So, searching around, you don't see anything except you see what looks like this huge, it must be like from the Starship landing gear, this huge, massive compression strut that's probably 3 times your size. And you like, look at it, look down at the socket in your leg, look at it, look down at the socket in your legs, and you're like, nah, that's just not gonna work. You're just like
I like grab one of my arms and get ready to activate like the cutting laser, and I'm like, no, it's gotta be something easier.
I love how it's following your face there. Oh, that's great. So, at this moment, with R3 doing that, Ben, what are you doing?
I going to talk and say, hi, realizing I'm just moving my mouth and nothing's coming out. And I would like to maybe find some sort of something or another to maybe make sound or like a voice modulator.
All right, go ahead and
device.
roll do anything.
Very
Yep.
Bumblebee.
Ooh.
Ah, somebody's got to roll a 6. That way you can't one up it.
There's only 2 other numbers we haven't rolled yet.
Right? 1, 2, 4, 5. So, looking around, you see what looks like a small amplifier device that might have some speaker coils that are attached to it. And you get to the end of it, and you start pulling, and you realize that where Shovelhead had landed had completely destroyed an entire small PA system that would have been perfect.
Man, Shovelhead had to go tip first, didn't he?
Just the tip. I mean, wait.
Um,
I got the look of disappointment.
Since I'm essentially, I assume, a torso and a head.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, look! We did it! Yahtzee!
Wow.
This is not how this is supposed to work.
Well, we're now.
You watch Shovelhead like try to chef is just kind of like
He's just like stuck, fate like tipped down into this thing, and he's trying to move, and it's just wobbling side to side, can't do anything.
Yep. All right, so who would like to try to do something next? This is how this goes. It's so stupid.
Realizing
right.
I am probably not going to have a voice at all. Looking around and seeing that the other 2 don't have legs, and I at least have legs and arms. I'm going to see if I can find, say, something for Jeff's character, whose name I definitely remember off the top of my head.
R3?
Designation R3AD1T060.
Yep, the R2D2
Ready to
unit.
go.
I'm going to see if I can...
you see something. You see scratched into the other side of the T on the back. It says "ready to go."
I can't say anything. I can't call you anything. I can't say anything. I'm gonna see if I can help him and try to like guess what size he is for legs or wheels.
All right, so roll do anything to size him up.
Oh,
you succeed. So looking around, you see that you find what looks like some small, like they almost look like little ion drive boosters, and you're like, I mean, they're kind of legs, but they'd fit the hole.
I come back over and I just hold them out for him.
Also, remember that every one of you have gotten at least 1 experience now.
Oh, you get experience for failing also?
Yes.
That's how you get experience.
Oh.
You only get 1. You get 1 experience for every time you fail.
All right, so R3 here is gonna grab this, take it, and take a look, and kind of figure out a way to make this work.
All right, roll do anything.
Oh my god!
Ooh. It's a tie.
What happens in a tie?
I will say that ties are succeed at a cost.
Succeed at the cost.
I love it.
I guess the defender. Wait.
So
You can only
like
go backwards.
you managed to get it fixed in, but the ion regulation isn't exactly designed for your weight. So instead of being nice and smooth, you like randomly raise up 6 inches to a foot and drop 6 inches to a foot. It's just kind of this weird like dur, dur. It's very
Cue Load Rider
sputtery.
music.
Yeah.
Alright. I want to like make my way over to Shovelhead and do a two-pronged thing here.
Okay.
I want to help Shovelhead get unstuck, but how I'm going to do that is I'm going to like brace myself against the top end and like create a little bit of tension and let it release so it like slingshots me the other direction to go after something I saw over there.
All right. Are you gonna roll do anything then?
We're still at just 1d6 for what we can roll, right?
Yep, unless you choose to spend an experience to turn it to a 6 and create a skill. You succeed!
So far, I have rolled 1, 2, 3.
Next up is 4.
Apparently.
So
I get that tension up, and I kind of like walk it back, and like I find the point where Shovelhead's about ready to break, and then release the tension, so I go flying the other direction
and loosen
Shovelhead as he rolls up, like flips over a time or two, and comes into the upright position.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Beautiful. So, at this point, what would Shovelhead like to do?
I'm gonna try to find something to attach to my torso so that I can manipulate items.
Fair. Roll do anything.
Do anything.
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't think I can beat that, and you gain a skill.
Add. A search, right?
Yeah. Yep. And I just rolled the roll just because.
still got a 5.
Is that a 2?
Yeah. It's search level 2.
So I also just realized not only did I roll 1, 2, 3, but Don has rolled 2, 2, 2 against me.
Yep. So, just for the folks at home, also the character sheet they have, you may want to actually, after you create search as a skill, click on it, and make sure it functions properly. Because I wrote that. Hey, look, it works.
Oh.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to be certain.
Yep, we're good.
So would that have been another level up, or would both of them have to be 6s to be level ups?
In order to get to 3, you'd have to get 2 6s
at the same time?
Yes.
For that skill, right?
Or spend an experience.
Okay.
Right.
Just making sure I understood.
Does that make sense? This is like the whole game.
But but you could do if you say he were to roll another do anything and get a 6, he would get another different skill?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
And do anything never levels up, right? You just create other skills.
Yeah, think of it kind of like a Venn diagram. Do anything covers everything.
Ah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then you just keep narrowing it down as you go. It's actually a really cool way to build characters if you want a DM to roll like a session 0 with Roll20, because then you can have your character go through their life and their personality traits can be built off of their roll for shoes skills.
I've had one drink and I'm already spilling.
It sounds like you may have a spilling problem. It's not really drinking unless you miss your mouth. Yeah. Okay.
Sucks.
Okay. There's Mike's hard lemonade every
so,
now.
Shovelhead, you actually find what looks like 2 large tow hitch mechanisms that have a prehensile claws on them. So as you mount them and bolt them to your sides, you can actually do like extendo claw action on them.
Go catch an extendo claw.
Extendo claw arms. Gotcha.
Yep. So, moving on. Ben, what are you doing? Now that y'all seem a little bit more composed, you're still voiceless.
I just mute him.
No, you didn't.
Oh, can I? Can I?
Oh, can you?
Oh, yep, there's a mute button. All right.
Oh, wait. No, wait. Ah!
That's pretty good. We should. You know what? I'm gonna do that too until he gets
great.
his voice.
No metagaming here. He's just.
Hi, Don. How are you doing?
It's just.
I am.
There we go.
I'm gonna take the wires that are sticking off the back of my head.
Okay.
You know, and I'm gonna start cross wiring them. See if anything starts working again.
All right. So
can't hear Ben. It's realism.
You see Ben grab on this huge rat's nest of wires and just start randomly fusing them together in the back of his head. Oh boy.
Not very promising.
Drum roll. All right.
All of a sudden, there's this massive arc flash of electricity, and Ben just kind of goes.
All right.
And now, instead of words, when he tries to speak, you hear like random alarm sounds.
Noise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Realizing that, if he's not going to be able to communicate, he's not going to be effective. I'm going to go try and I'm going to grab this this piece of the speaker box that Shovelhead didn't break and go over, just kind of try and fix the incorrect fusing Ben did, and just put it in there as a mouthpiece and start reconnecting the other wires.
All right. Here we go.
You're magnetically on top of his head.
It's going back down.
Oh boy!
All I heard was Jeff was shoving something in my mouth.
Wait.
You know what? I'm also.
That was another 2. That's the 4th 2 against Jeff in a row.
That is, and I rolled a 2 as well. So I'm going to spend my experience point to gain a level in robot repair.
Repair. Perfect. Also, though,
just repair.
You do succeed, except when you rewire this voice coil into his vocoder, it sounds like Microsoft Sam. There is no vocal attenuation. It is all just deadpan.
It's monotone.
Yep.
All right, I will
I
unmute
appreciate all of the hard work that you have done. This is a wonderful time. Jeff, does this seem familiar?
You got Don right as he was drinking. Well played.
Yeah, I was choked on an old fashioned. That could have been rough.
All I heard out of that was Jeff was shoving something in my mouth, and now I just talk monotone.
Just a tip.
Now, what do we do?
Yeah. You are all more or less functional at this point.
I'm gonna try to find some legs real quick,
more on the left side.
All right, yeah, that's a good point. You better do a quick search for some legs. Ooh, I don't know if I can beat that.
Level up your search.
I might.
Actually, I have to roll 2d6. So
I was gonna say you roll 2 now, also, right?
Yep.
Oh,
jeez.
What is with these ties?
Succeed,
Don?
but at a cost. I don't know. Blame roll 20. I roll for shit in real life.
I'm gonna drop my experience point.
All right, so you have a 3.
I have a 3 in find.
That's right.
And find, what is that? Find robot parts.
Not quite, right? That's another.
Yeah. All right. So you do, however, manage to find some legs, but they are the legs that you find aren't really designed to be legs. They're more like hydraulic leveling devices that you would put on the bottom of stationary probes.
So it's a thumper.
Yeah. So, but they move real slow. So it's like this. They're very precise, but very slow.
Wonderful. That is wonderful. Now we can all move.
Part of me wants to try and fix Ben, but then part of me just wants George to have to talk like this for the entire game.
What do you mean, Jeff? I don't know what you're talking about. Does this bring back memories of the library?
All right. So, looking around, you do see what looks like to kind of when you get your bearings and kind of get your sensors in alignment, you can tell that near the polar north, heading that direction, there's this large, what looks like almost this pale yellow, milky looking lake. It's probably some kind of chemicals. Um, and to the south, it looks like these fields of just red, like this red mounded, almost like flour, like baking flour that's red. And it looks like there's quite a bit more debris to your east and west that are in like mounds and mounds of piles that have been deposited. Yay!
Wonderful.
Jake's wife followed us. Yay!
Yay. Wonderful.
Let's go to the lake.
Going to the lake.
Go to the lake.
Follow me. I am an expert navigator.
All right. Well, roll do anything then if you're going to try to lead him.
All right, expert navigator, go. I am going to use one of my experience points.
Oh, that's not. Nope. Ignore that. It needs to be 1d6. You win. You beat it.
Beat it!
Nice. I'm still gonna use one of my experience points to make an advancement though.
Yep, to navigation.
Called navigation.
All right. So with that, yeah, you totally get. You guide through many weird areas, and on your sensors, for some reason, you're able to pick up where there's heavy concentrations of irradiated material that you're able to dodge. You actually take them kind of the long way north towards this lake, and you round this crater-like section, and looking down, you can see what looks like these eruptions of this really volatile plasma gas that are just randomly breaking down. Best guess, it's probably some kind of engine reactor that's flawed and slowly breaking down and burning its way towards the mantle of this world.
That seems like a bad thing to happen.
But moving forward, after a good few hours, you get to the edge of this lake that's kind of emanating this bizarre kind of, it's almost waves, like heat waves of fumes coming off of it. Luckily, your machines don't have to breathe.
While we're traveling, R3 wants to keep an eye out for useful parts for himself or others.
All right.
Like our movement would probably go a little bit faster if Shovelhead and I could actually move at a normal pace.
I don't know what you're talking about. We all function properly.
Dang it. I was hoping for a 6.
Well, you still have an experience point, but you still win!
No, I don't. I used that experience point already. I've only had one.
That's right.
Because you keep rolling 2s against me.
That's what, the 5th 2 in a row now?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's funny.
Exterminate. Yeah, no shit. All right. So you actually find what looks like a what do they call those? An anti-grav levitation sled. Basically, it's a shopping cart that's long. It's about 1.5 meters long by about 2 meters wide. You're able to like get on it, and it just kind of hovers 3 feet above the ground, so you can kind of like push yourselves along and avoid a lot of the terrain that would slow you down. And you have a sled that you can carry stuff on.
That is wonderful.
Nice.
So, reaching the edge of this lake, one thing you notice immediately is a lot of the scrap metal and a lot of the materials, including massive windings that they use for different power sources. Where it's sitting in the water, you don't see a lot of corrosion. It looks like this was probably, from your understanding, it's probably fairly acidic, whatever it is.
This looks at acidic.
Acidic.
I realized what I said now.
Yep, that's what was funny.
Oh goodness.
So, Shovelhead, what you doing?
So we're now in a sled, correct?
You do have a sled.
Nice. The lake is acidic.
But we could hover over the lake, right? Maybe.
Maybe.
That sounds like a bad. I.
I want to walk around the lake and look for something salvageable for a weapon of some kind. Just
All right. Well, since you have 3, that would be fine, wouldn't it?
a walking stick. The right window. There we go.
Dun dun dun.
Yes, I have pinchers, but might need a pry bar.
Ooh.
That was close. I
Three.
I almost rolled perfectly average. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, looking around, one thing you do notice is at the far edge of the lake, as you're moving around from the counterclockwise side, you see what looks like a path that's been cleared away by somebody else. And it looks like several power cells have been organized in a pile. And you see many different pieces of robot machinery and everything else that looks like it's been sorted by somebody.
Ooh.
And almost a makeshift dock that's been used. One of the loading doors of some cargo container has been laid flat, almost like a dock or a pier that goes out into the water. Or water.
Water.
It's water, like, a universal solvent is water.
Right.
Every robot is a sled if you try hard enough.
True.
Fair.
Just like Grandma.
Just like Grandma. So, Ben.
Seems wonderful place. Does anyone remember how we got here?
We fell down.
We got dropped down from the ship. It just dropped us right down here, and here we are.
We're on a ship.
Sure.
At some point.
As R3 gets distracted by the piles of stuff that Shovelhead has found. It's like, ooh, I can improve on us. I can improve things.
Oh no. The Vitruvian bot.
Here's the real test. Do we get 2 2s?
If we do, I'm calling a mulligan. 2 5s.
Yeah, 2 5s. Well, that's an experience point for me at least.
Yep. Yeah. From your best guess, it's just really difficult. It's kind of like maybe there's some pieces missing from you that are making it more challenging to repair things than you'd thought.
Would like to. You said there was a large door, right, Don?
Yeah, it's a large door that's laid down onto the liquid that's acting as a lake. And it's acting like a dock almost, or like a floating dock.
Okay.
And in the distance, you can see what looks like a large raft made of what either it's it's a mixture of ship pontoons and several different pieces of like ship insulation that have all been kind of banded together with copper wiring. You see what looks like somebody with this large rod slowly pushing themselves across the water.
This does not seem foreboding at all. Don, I would like to make myself look friendly and wave down this by coming ship.
All right. Roll
I mean,
do anything.
I'm all for boating too, Ben. What's
What's the motor in the shed for?
You win!
Hello,
You're just like,
friend.
and you see what looks like this. It definitely used to be human at some point, but 3/4 of it is cybernetic at this point. And there's this old man and goes, "Who are you?"
I do not know who I am. I don't remember.
That's Ben. That's Shovelhead. I am designation R3AD1T060. Who are you?
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
It looks like ghosts are like walking behind Jake periodically.
I also love that his is being slowly built.
They are. So he looks at you, kind of squints, and he goes, My designation is F3LUR.
Damn it, Don.
Somebody can spell this out. I don't understand the joke. What was that again? What was the designation?
His designation is failure.
Ah, okay, I get it now. Hello, friend. How are you?
Who are you?
I don't remember.
Me either. Here, and he hands you like this small energy cell. This will keep you going a little bit longer.
Is it small, blue, and looks like a diamond?
No, it just looks like, it almost looks like a large fuse with a couple of terminals on each end. And it's just kind of pulsing this really sickly green color. Like, don't go spending that out all in one place, young man.
Thank you, friend. Here you go.
Not a man. He is a navigation robot.
I'm a navigation robot?
That's what you said.
That is what I said. It is in it. Here you go, R34D1T060 for you.
That is quite a mouthful. I will say this, it's ironic that a navigation bot can't figure out who they are.
I mean, it doesn't matter if they know who they are as long as they know where to go.
I mean, isn't it ironic?
Maybe.
R3
You know
is
what
just-
else is ironic? Iron. It's all irony.
I think I lost my humor chip somewhere along the way. I do not understand.
But yeah, you can definitely tell this machine / organic being has been here a while.
He's been
Like-
huffing the fumes.
Yeah. And you look over and he goes, "How's it going there, my friend?" And he's patting what looks like an ancient, like super ancient battery. He's like, "How's it going, Duralast? It's been a while."
It
doesn't seem to be communicating.
Old man.
Yeah, I know, but it's definitely got an electric personality.
He
I
tells
don't know
the-
if it has a charge.
Yeah, give it a little bit. It's
Alright.
got one.
R3, you seem to be very negative.
No, I'm positive it doesn't have a charge.
I love you guys. You're great.
R3 is going to go over to Duralast and take the power cell and see if he can revive this old man's friend.
Okay, well, I mean, that's technically a repair roll, so...
Oh, no.
2 3s that time. So you go to analyze it, you're like, I'm not getting any feedback. So you grab the anode, the positive terminal, negative terminal, and it blows you back like 3 feet. You're like, boom!
I was wrong. There was a charge.
Yeah.
I hope you don't get charged with battery.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I am a dad. We do dad things.
That jokes are good.
So, Shovelhead, what would you like to do at this moment? Seeing this
I'm gonna look-
spectacle going on.
Look for something useful that might direct us to a location where we could possibly leave this trash panda planet.
All right.
I am unfamiliar with the term trash panda.
I had one of those, but it went for a swim and came out just bones.
Not very humorous, huh?
I fail to understand the analogies in this discussion.
Oh, shit. I'm rolling good. It's difficult to find, but in the distance, you do see what looks like a large, almost kind of like a craggy mountain, but on closer inspection, you can tell that it is composed largely of decommissioned starship pieces. You're not sure if there's enough there to make it go anywhere, but it's possible.
I can navigate us there.
And all of a sudden, the old man kind of looks at y'all again and goes, "Who are you?"
Hello, friend. I do not know.
You look familiar.
You do
We
too.
should. Designation F3LUR.
How do you know my name? Did we party together?
I think the charge explosion might have knocked something loose. He's missing a few screws.
His memory card sounds like it might be corroded.
Maybe.
Designation F3-LUR. You should come with us to the ship.
Ship? We're going on a ride? I have a boat. And he points at this huge pile of pontoon material he's got all banded together. He's like, I can pilot this thing all the way around this yellow lake.
That is wonderful.
Not that one. One that gets off of where we are at into the beyond. Come with us.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
I'm gonna roll.
Yes!
I'm gonna roll do anything to convince this this cybernetic whatever to come with us. And hopefully replace a few of those loose screws along the way.
All right, let's do it. So you're trying to convince failure?
Yep, failure. Bring Duralast. We have the hover sled.
It's like, come on, buddy, let's go. And he kind of just like slings up on his shoulder and kind of hobbles over there. And you can hear like random misfirings of the servos in his leg as he kind of drags it halfway and gets up there. He goes, here you go, this will be safe, I think. I don't know. The big metal things tell me these things.
Hello, friend. How are you?
What big metal things?
You.
Okay.
Very good question. I was confused as well.
So where are we going?
This way, and I would like to navigate us.
All right, here we go.
Here we try.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's very average.
Not even.
Yes! You did real good. So, steadily, slowly, with this piece of anti-grab material that you're using as a slow kind of, for lack of a better term, cart, dragging along.
I mean, it's moving faster than Shovelhead and I move.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, still randomly you have some of those ionic misfires where you're like, But
I'm gonna grab a few spare parts and see if I can
You see,
repair
these legs
failure.
were made for walking, and that is just what they'll do.
I'm gonna take the handful of screws I found laying around and see if I can get those back into his leg or something to,
All right. Ooh, a 9. 9!
9!
What? You don't watch Critical Role.
Oh my goodness.
9!
9!
So what exactly were you trying to do? I'm just making sure I have the succeeded but at a cost thing going.
Well, designation F3-LUR obviously has a few screws loose. So I'm trying to get those screws back into place.
All right, so as you're trying to adjust things, you think he may have accidentally cross-wired something, but he seems to be more coherent. He's like, oh, it's great to see you all again. But randomly goes, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Anyways, so...
I know that number. Here is my handle, and here is my spout.
You have a spout? Ah.
Gonna spend an experience in that last roll to level up my repair.
What is it going to be now?
It's 3.
I know, but what's the skill name going to be?
Oh, it changes when it levels up?
Yeah, every time you level it up, that's a new subset.
Okay. I misunderstood that too. So,
Ring.
fine.
So is it repair 2 and then there's a subset of repair with 3?
Well, it'd be like, what's the first one called? Robot repair?
Yeah.
This one would be like robot behavioral modification, and then 3.
Is it the same skill though, or is it like a separate skill that evolves?
It's a subset inside the skill.
Okay.
It's a skill.
like-
It's not a skill.
So think of them like specializations. Each one you go inward specializes it more. If that makes sense.
Art 3 is turning into a therapist.
Robot psychology.
Robot psychology.
Robot repair, processing power.
Do we dream of electric sheep?
Only on good nights.
Shovelhead, what do you see?
With your special eyes.
Does Shovelhead even have eyes?
I don't know. Obviously.
Huh.
Somewhere.
Roll do anything and see.
Do I have eyes? Let's find out. check my eyeballs.
Time to.
Alright, here we go. Do anything. I don't have eyes.
Not unless Don rolled You have an eye.
You have sensors that perceive like LiDAR, so you see almost like the Xbox, except high def, but it's not so much color, but just like you have a field of view of depth.
Right.
Do you have eyes? And you look around and like,
eye.
what are eyes?
You have like the Xbox Connect as your.
It's true. Fun. All right.
Come on now, guys. We are almost there. It is the final countdown.
How can it be the final countdown if we're still continuing afterwards?
Fair point.
Hi, how are you?
As quickly as we can with the old guy and his battery.
That's all right.
He's just carrying around a large battery. Now we just need some table salt.
Let's see.
That's what I
So-
did with my skills.
You could spend an experience and have an eye.
I could, because I did technically succeed, right?
So steadily moving towards this large monolithic pile of junk. Is there anything y'all would like to do?
I would like to makeshift either something. I would like to makeshift a stick that has a stabbing part on it.
A pointy stick.
A pointy stick.
All right. Well, here you go. Roll for something.
Roll for do anything.
Ben! Why, Ben?
It was almost a 2, and then it flipped to a 4.
I saw that.
So close.
You take one of the sharp metal protrusions on you and you shave off into a perfect, almost square-shaped spike, and then you shave the last part off and it just breaks off on the end. And you're like, this was inferior material, as you just drop the stick.
I am inferior material.
Aww.
I want to find a hammer.
But you do get an experience point.
I know I do. I have a lot of those. This robot's a failure.
That's what makes it exciting, right?
I know.
While we're moving along, I'm going to see if I can find some better legs than really, really slow hydraulic presses.
All right, yeah. Find robot part. Oh boy. 3d6.
Oof.
For a moment, something speaks to you as you see what looks like very, very well-defined, articulated legs that would probably be for some kind of loader bot. But when you get closer, you can tell that they have been corroded and seized all the way through, unfortunately. But you do get an experience point.
I am not much of a leg man.
Evidently, you're not much of a man, period.
Are you having a existential crisis? Are you unsure of what you actually are and your place in this world?
The therapist robot is talking again.
Fine, I'm gonna roll for therapy.
Don't you have 2?
For therapy?
Not for therapy.
Okay. You succeed at a cost.
What is Jeff? If you have a failure, I would just use it. Give yourself the skill therapy.
I think this is better. I think this is better.
That's how most therapy works out.
Yep. You succeed, but at a cost.
Therapy.
So you feel like you're getting closer to the core central consciousness.
You know what? I am going to spend that experience.
You get closer to the core central consciousness that runs Ben, but unfortunately, you can tell that your reflection and you asking really deep, clarifying questions has caused Ben to start questioning your own decisions.
I'm a utility droid, so repair and therapy.
I fix it. I fix you too.
What does it mean to be alive? Are we living, or are we not living?
F3 looks at you and goes, I don't know, but have you ever had a cheeseburger?
No, what is a cheeseburger?
Then I don't know if you've ever lived.
What happens when we shut down permanently? Is there an afterlife for robots?
I lean over the shovel head. Should we deactivate the voice box?
That was you. I was good. And then you.
Then you just had to do it.
Maybe this is the robot afterlife.
What did we do to deserve the robot version of hell?
So come to gravity.
You stopped being useful. At least that's what they told me when they tied me up and tossed me into the atmosphere.
Wait, who tied you up?
I don't know.
And was it consensual?
Atmosphere, not salad.
Wow.
Anyone keeping track of how many times I've broken down?
No.
This is a great game. Folks, roll for shoes. Just roll for shoes.
Right.
It's legit great.
I failed at shoes.
All right, rolling for shoes.
Rolling for shoes.
Wow, 2 of you rolled a 1.
I got another 2!
There's a 2.
Jeff found shoes. Let's hope
Anyway, so
We continue towards whatever I saw.
yeah, it kind of looks like your background currently. This long, almost like a skyscraper made of towering refuse and scrap material. But one side of it, you can definitely see a fuselage of what looks like a starship. Okay, I'm really digging Shovel though. Shovelhead is amazing. Like that. That's the
awesome.
best.
I love that.
That's the best.
I don't see shovel anymore. It's off the screen.
Click on.
Oh wait, hold on. Ah,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay.
Oh, it is off the screen.
Shovel.
No!
We get to see Shovel.
I'll fix it. 1 second.
All right, buffering.
We are buffering. Beep, beep.
I wasn't looking at the. I was just looking at the stream windows and the Roll20 window. I wasn't looking at the OBS to see the.
Oh, I have so
Creation.
many windows open. Sometimes I almost type in the roll command in chat. It's super great.
There is Shovelhead.
There is Shovelhead.
I love it.
All right, so yeah, getting closer, you do definitely see what looks like an ancient, almost like from what your database comes across, especially R3's utility database. This is like a 200-year-old cruise ship fuselage.
Okay.
And upon analysis, as you get closer, most of it's structurally sound. It won't hold atmosphere, but most of it's structurally sound.
We don't have to breathe. We're robots.
We don't have to brief, but about failure.
I want to determine
That's
what's
good on
older.
hamburgers.
I want to determine if F3 is older than this ship or not.
Okay, roll do anything.
Oh, that was like on a 6 and it flipped to the 2.
Another 2! So, from best guess, there are pieces of failure that look older than the ship, but the organic side is probably only in its early 90s. However, there's not much of the organic side left. I mean, upon analysis, you can definitely tell that there's some of his brain that's still organic and a portion of the left side, and that's it.
Who made your repairs and adaptations?
Huh? Oh, my upgrades. I just kept adding to fix the pieces that were gone.
Arthur kind of looks down, looks over at Ben, looks over at Shovelhead, looks back at F3. Maybe it's just because you've been here longer, but you look like you're doing a better job than we have so far.
Oh, yeah. I was a young buck when I first fell down here.
I do have a question, failure. I see you are part organic.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. With every breath you take, does it hurt?
Oh, I haven't breathed through real lungs in years, but no.
Oh. Huh. Then I guess, should we stay or should we go?
Go now.
Okay, bye.
That was great.
Thank you. I don't have Stockworks pulled up on another tab at all.
Never.
Oh no, never.
But yeah, it looks like the majority of this
ship.
This ship fuselage is near the top of this massive pile of extremely, and as you get closer, you can actually hear the metal groan every time the different atmospheres hit, like the winds hit in different angles. It's just kind of this deep shuddering groan of metal on metal. But yeah.
I'm gonna try to get inside.
All
Get some
right.
apples.
Do we need to brute force it inside?
Do anything.
Wait for it.
2.
Nope.
No, not a 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, at least at the base, you start digging around and you can't seem to find a way inside the fuselage. It looks like it's probably up much higher.
I'm going to try and manipulate the workings of the sled to see if we can raise it higher than 3 feet off the ground.
Oh boy.
I don't think that qualifies as repair, so roll anything.
I don't need to set the house.
You succeed! You manage to slowly get it. It elevates at about 6 to 12 inch depths at a time. Yeah, you can get it to steadily start elevating up.
Don,
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a flamethrower?
I mean, you can certainly try.
Fabricate flamethrower. How many experience points do you have, George?
4.
I mean, at this point, you could buy the skill weapon design if you really wanted to.
Can I buy the skill weapon design for? Please, Don.
Yep. But yeah, putting it together, you're like, no, this isn't going to work. But it increases your breadth and depth of the knowledge of weapons design. So next time on DGG, you'll figure it out.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
All right, so steadily elevating upward. Is there anything y'all would like to do?
Looking for a way in.
Okay.
Because we are all aboard this ride on this crazy train.
I have these extended claws.
Yeah, you do. You're gonna dig in deep and try to find an opening with your extendo claws.
Yep, I'm doing it.
Oh, very nice. All right, roll.
6. Don, what the fuck?
You dig in
Okay.
deep, and it's just all of a sudden part of it catches, and some of the tower that you're escalating up towards starts to crumble and bend a little bit. What are you rolling for there?
Oh, the search for an opening.
Come on, everybody, take on me.
So you find an opening as it's starting to bend from the extendo claws, and you all can jump in, but you know that the moment the pressure gets pulled off of it, it's going to close itself again.
Come on, everyone. We are now under pressure.
Fellier's like, what about Duralast? And one's like trying to pull the battery off the side.
I would like to take the battery and shove it into the hole.
All right, roll do anything.
God fucking damn it!
Fellier, as you go to try to shove it in the hole, it slips and starts to fall, and Fellier grabs onto it. And Fellier's like, no, my Duralast! And, oh boy. Yep, Fellier grabs onto the battery and falls with it back down.
Shovelhead, grab him!
I think he
I
is
tried to
dead.
grab him.
Yeah, you have his extendo claws. Do it.
Do it. Maybe.
So, you know that part in The Amazing Spider-Man with
Oh
Gwen?
no! No!
You grab onto Fellier just as he grabs onto the battery, and the jerk from it causes Fellier to just impact flat on the ground.
We killed failure.
And you just hear this slight sound of like all of the electrical components inside Fellier sizzling and catching fire.
Wait, if failure is done, does that mean we can only succeed now?
Is he no reason we rolled like poorly?
We'll find out. I'm gonna try and manipulate the hoverboard nope to go back in through the hole.
Oh yeah, it's not fitting.
Too big.
Oh, you guys are doing it wrong.
Too
Yeah,
big.
it's just beating against the side of it. Just the front of it's starting to curl and bend and
Can
warp.
I use R3 as a hammer to open up the ship hole?
Shovelhead's
I
a
mean-
better hammer.
Give it a try. We'll do
Shove
it.
across the ass of his lube.
Ah!
R3. Ben grabs you, just shoves you under. You're like, what the? And the way you open up your arms and say, what the? It spreads open the opening between a bunch of these steel cables and windings, and everybody just kind of piles in behind you.
We are now in the ship.
It looks like you're in a long maintenance access port that runs the length of the fuselage of the ship.
Do we not have the anti-grav sled?
It's still out there,
somewhere.
just kind of hovering there.
Is the hole big enough to turn it on its side and pull it through?
We'll do anything.
Great.
I think this skill should be called It Fits.
You succeed!
And experience points.
I have on my minus.
If it fits, it sits. So you managed to turn it sideways. The only thing that is difficult is without the anti-grav facing the right direction, you kind of have to fight the way the weight is opposing you, but you managed to get it inside.
Wonderful. Look, I have our sled.
Yeah.
Killed somebody.
I'm gonna try and manipulate the anti-grav again. That way we can make it go forward instead of up.
Okie doke.
Hey, that's not a 2, Don.
Supposed to roll a 2.
You're supposed to roll a 2. This is a thing.
So you get it tweaked, and you're like, "Yeah, I got it. And the sled, the anti-grav
Goes in reverse.
sensor, no, it accelerates the anti-grav to like 6 to 8 times intensity, and just forces it through the side of the fuselage and creates this big hole into the main, the main corridors.
That might be a problem. I think we just created a vacuum.
It's okay. We don't breathe.
Wait.
And like Shovelhead said, we're in.
And you hear this large smash as it hits the ceiling that's been reinforced, and it just burns itself out and hits the ground.
Oh
no!
We broke the sled. We are now back to moving as slow as the earthquake over here moves.
Give me an hour to kick your ass.
You have to catch me first, big boy.
All right. So you can tell by the basic architecture, R3, that the power control center should be near the center of the ship somewhere, but that's provided the reactor is actually functional.
We have to go to the center of the ship to see if we can get it working.
We must get to the center of the ship. I could get us there.
Navigation!
Alright. I need to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
Robots don't have to pee.
Oil can!
Yeah. I'm surprised that has not come up once as a reference.
But like I said, this game is great if you just want to have fun RPing in a setting with like very minimal rules. I mean, what do y'all think of the system so far? I think it's ridiculously great. But
This is so awesome. I love this.
It's just simple and easy. You
Yeah.
can just dive in and play.
yeah,
I just love how the skills go with you.
yeah, I really, I think this is like one of the best camping tabletop RPGs you could ever have, because all you need is a piece of paper and some stupid stuff, and you just go.
And D6s.
Yeah, which I mean,
What board game player doesn't have an extensive amount of D6s?
exactly. It's really accessible. I think that a lot of people would have a lot of fun with this. Even people who aren't used to playing like tabletop RPGs, because you could just jump into a setting and start having fun with it. I mean, you can literally simulate anything. Like one of the ones that I saw in there was the cake eating contest. That's where the Teeth of Biting came from, where the entire game was 2 hours of people going through this state county fair and doing a cake eating contest.
That's funny.
Someone
and it
found
just
again.
yeah, it went totally off the rails too. Like it went really far off the rails because that's the way the game runs. Anyways,
Does Ben navigate successfully?
Is the question.
It's a very important question. It's my only job, guys.
Oh boy.
That's amazing. All right. Was that your role there, Ben?
Yes,
That was
All right.
navigation.
that was navigation before the bathroom break. But
So,
We're just gonna be lost forever.
so Ben is like, I know the way, and he starts
People
heading
go that way.
near the
Other
app.
people go this way.
Yep.
Both ways are nice. I did that backwards. Some of the people go this way. Some of the people both ways are nice. That's how it goes.
But he leads you to the aft section and eventually get to what looks like a bunch of maintenance sections, but most of it's all powered down. And you can see that this is where a lot of the waste collection gets jettisoned into space.
Guys, I navigated us to the shitter.
The center, not the shitter.
I do apologize. My hearing receptacles may have been busted.
Oh, I can take care of that.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Do it! Do it! Oh crap. This could be bad. Oh! I rolled like crap.
So glad I didn't have to mute the other two.
That would have been great if you had to mute us.
You just have to try to figure out what they're saying based on their pantomimes the whole rest of the thing. But yeah, apparently R3 manages to reconnect everything, and you hear really clearly, almost too clearly. Like your audio sensors are able to pick out the equivalent of like perfect pitch.
It would be great if I had a normal voice. I would be able to sing.
Yeah,
I can fix that.
We're in the waste area, right? Is there anything in here? I'm gonna see if I can find a voice box for it.
And what was that for? What are you doing, R3?
Fixing the voice box.
Oh boy.
how
And
much worse can this get?
We're gonna find out.
We're about to find out.
you went from Microsoft Sam to Speak and Spell.
The
It's okay. Maybe,
time that it took for you
it's okay. Maybe
to
Shovelhead can fix it. What
do-
did he find?
this.
I don't know. What did he roll?
Oh,
Oh,
damn!
shit.
Ready for this?
Spend the experience.
You actually find what looks like a vocoder from a completely disabled maintenance bot, but it has one of those. As you pull it out, you realize that it's set to that really soothing, like female AI voice.
Nice. We're gonna spend the experience.
Yep, most definitely.
George
What is it
preparing
looking for
this.
shit?
Yep. So Shovelhead comes up with this vocoder that's like in perfect condition.
Oh, we just need to affix the voice box piece. That's the problem.
All right, do it. Do it.
Not bad. Not bad. Much better.
Yep, it gets perfectly affixed and solves the voice problem.
Let's go, Ben.
Thank you for fixing me. It should work much better now. Now, let us continue on this adventure together.
Much better. All right. To the center.
All right.
While we're here looking for broken parts, let's see if we can find some damn legs.
While he's doing that, I'm making a gun.
That's a good idea, Shovelhead.
I might not. I do!
Oh, holy shit!
Holy shit!
Yeah, you managed to actually get some decent articulated legs off the same bot. They just happen to be the right size.
But they're female.
Yeah, they got some really good shapely form to them. What's that for?
Legs for me. Or wheels.
Oh, well, so if you can install them for me.
Oh no!
We're making
no.
wheels. We're making wheels.
You find wheels, they're just slightly bent. So when you move down the road, it's just kind of like this. You wobble.
You got the shopping cart wobble.
Yeah.
It's the one wheel of the shopping cart.
Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. It annoys me so much when the one wheel on the stupid shopping cart.
Good job, guys. We found everything that we need here, right?
Well, no, because now Shovelhead and I have to fix his legs, and he'll find better.
That is right.
You got to do the installs.
While they do that, Don, I would like to try to make a device of some sort of weapon.
I get legs. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find a better wheel. Find robot parts.
Shit! Holy shit!
Ed,
The devil is in all of you.
find robot parts.
Skill, I find robot parts.
External.
You win.
Roll for gun, Ben. Roll for gun.
Rolling for gun.
Oh boy. Yes. You find what looks like the equivalent of a large channeled electric stun gun. So, and what is your number 4 skill going to be called there, Shovelhead?
So I have 2 now, because I have find robot part internal, find robot part external.
Yeah! Are you going to fix your wheels to your...
Yep. Hopefully.
10.
9.
11.
11.
That's not how this countdown's supposed to work.
So you got a wobbly wheel?
They're really good wheels, though.
The alignment's just off.
Yeah.
I start listing slowly to the right as I go.
And if he speeds up, you hear this thump, 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 thump.
Oh, like the card stuck in the bike wheel.
It's just out of weight sync just enough to where it's like thump, 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 thump,
thump. I'm going to now attempt a therapy roll to inspire Ben with their newfound voice and hearing box to find us the center of the ship.
I will find us. Well, let's see what the roll is.
Navigate. Cease.
Well, no, first, let's see how the therapy goes first, Don.
Cease. You succeed, but at a cost.
Oh no, what happens to Ben?
I'll let you two figure that out. It's more fun to listen to this.
I know you failed the first time, Ben, and you took us to the wrong spot instead. There's no way you could do that again. I'm sure this time you will definitely succeed.
I must succeed. I will.
I mean, if you fail again, we're just gonna. You're not a navigation bot.
I'm not a navigation bot. I'm not a navigation bot.
That's only if you don't find it. You'll find it. We're good.
I'm not a navigation bot. This is gonna go great. I now have a gun, Jeff. Let us find the center of this ship.
I like Shovelhead's legs.
They're the best.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You gotta bring the whole image up a little bit, Jake.
That better?
Like get Shovelhead level with your head.
Oh, it moved me. Oh, hold on. This is why.
It's so fancy. All right, so 2d6. Oh.
I am a failure.
So after a good half an hour or so, after a good span of time has passed, you'll get to what looks like the main bridge of what remains of this, near the front.
Okay.
I wonder if there is a navigation robot in here to take his parts to make me a better robot.
If you find better parts, I can install them.
You
I'll look.
cannot touch me.
I'll look.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
So, at first glance, you think it's a navigation bot, but it's actually just a maintenance bot.
Nope. I'm gonna see if I can turn on the computer.
I mean,
Anything?
maybe
Anything on?
you're actually
Any power?
All right, yeah, give it a shot.
maybe you're actually a maintenance bot, Ben. We can try the processor and see.
Ooh.
Well, I can try that. I will take the processor from the maintenance robot and try to. Oh, jeez.
I don't have fingers. I have claws. Just
Yeah,
Right.
You're like you're clawing at everything, and there's scratches and scrapes everywhere. But yeah, it's just. It seems like if the reactor must be offline.
Well, I would like to take the processor from this repair bot and try to fit it inside my head by using the skill that has been named It Fits.
All right, do it.
Spend an experience.
Yep.
What is
So is the
level of
subset going to be called It Sits?
No, it's called It Fits, It Sits.
All right, so
the
yeah,
robot
it fits
arms
in, and
almost
all
look
of a
like they're
sudden,
holding a skirt or something.
all of a sudden, you can see the entire maintenance routine in your head, including a map of all of the pathways on the ship.
Wonderful. To go to the reactor, we must go to searching for reactor. Reactors near you. There are 3 locations near you. Would you like to try your luck?
You forgot about your female voice.
This is the closest I have to a robot female voice, Jeff.
Fair.
Now that you found the way to the reactor, look, see, all you needed was to realize you weren't a navigation bot, but you were part navigation, part maintenance. And now you're whole.
Are you trying therapy on me again?
Therapy works.
It wins.
You are now the best robot you could possibly be.
All right.
Now finding quickest route to reactor.
All right, yeah. Moving through several maintenance hatches, you get to what looks like this massive spherical chamber that looks like some
Rerouting.
kind of reactive chamber. Words, they're important.
Rerouting.
Wrong turn. Rerouting.
I'm gonna look
There
for the
is a
power
speed
button.
trap ahead.
Yeah, it looks like this large, empty, spherical reaction chamber.
I might not be a
Event
smart
horizon
robot.
reaction chamber.
I have the power cell.
Kind of like that. Yeah, very much
all-
similar to Event Horizon's reactive chamber.
Can all of us use our best skills of finding stuff to find ports for the reactor,
Fixing and then shoving it into the hole. Work together to start this reactor, guys.
All right. I'm in.
What do we know? What
Fi-
I'm going to see what we need. You know,
Find what we need, Shovelhead.
Find our access port, Shovelhead.
Just the snake eyes.
Oh no! Yeah, nope. We already failed the plan.
So Shovelhead's frantically looking around, and there's a lot of pools of like water and moisture in there, and he just doesn't seem to find anything.
You know, I think you just have to really connect with your new parts, Shovelhead, and be true to the best robot you can be.
oh god.
God damn therapy robot.
Either, but at a cost. You both can figure that out.
Oh my god.
I'm just going to keep searching. Just at random.
Don't you roll a 6 this time, Don. Don't you do it.
It's not me. It's roll 20.
Yeah, sure it is.
No, that's a 4. So you do find an access port, and it has been heavily corroded.
I found this dirty thing.
I found a dirty hole.
Fix it.
R3, can you fix the dirty hole? Can you fix the dirty hole, R3?
I mean, might need Shovelhead to pry it open a little bit, but we'll try.
It sounds like a team effort. Holy.
Oh, there
You
goes
have
the
any
experience point.
experience?
Yep.
You win! Yeah, you managed to get it all cleaned and repaired. What is that subset skull going to be called? Hole cleaning?
Hole repair.
Shiny like new.
Shiny like new.
I love it. That's beautiful. But yeah, you get all the contacts cleared, and the part that had been corroded off inside the main access port has been replaced by some wiring that you had available, since that part of your body had been destroyed anyways.
Yeah, I just like pulled some of the extra wiring out from Ben to like put in the thing. And I pulled a little bit of the cloth off of Shovel's new legs to clean off the port some.
Exactly.
How it works here.
All right.
How wonderful. I will now take the battery that we have been carrying with us,
And I want to shove it into the hole.
Oh, the one that failure gave you?
Yep.
The power pack or whatever.
Yep. All right, give it a shot.
With the subset category of it fits, it sits.
Yep.
Oh no.
No.
Oof.
That's a big failure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But XP.
Yep. You try to get in there and it just doesn't sit right, and there's a little bit of an arc flash and it blows you back, and you can see that energy cell that he gave you is kind of slowly winking out a little bit.
Oh no.
It's still got some power to it, but not much.
You went about it the wrong way. When something doesn't work, you have to come at it from a different angle.
Oh God.
God damn, therapy robot.
Hold the bottom.
That is right. A different way. What if we were to go outside and steal Failure's power source?
I mean, he doesn't need it anymore.
No, he does not need it anymore.
You know, Shovelhead has extendo claws. Maybe they'll work this time.
That's right. Why don't we go back the way we came? I can navigate us. I know the way of the ship.
Yeah, you do.
Just remember, Shovel, every time we don't succeed gives us more data to be able to succeed better next time.
Do it, Ben! You navigate him like a hot knife through butter. Oh.
Look, I found the hole where we came in.
Is that therapy?
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah. Ben, you're like, I feel like he's kind of playing.
No. This was at Shovel.
Oh,
yeah.
Because he failed last time with the extendo clause. So I was like, hey, every time we fail, we have more data to help us succeed in the future.
I gotcha. Shovel, you're like, I think maybe he's trying to play me.
I think there might.
How
Okay.
much is this therapy going to cost us?
Well, apparently arms and legs, because we already lost those.
And voice boxes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Extendo arm and grab Failure.
What's left of him?
Or what about Duralast? Don't forget Duralast.
Well, let me get Failure, then I'll get Duralast. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 for 1.
We're still positive that there's a charge in Duralast.
All right, you get Failure up, and Failure, when you get him up to the top, it's kind of like shaking a bag of Legos at this point.
So I'm gonna spend an experience point and make that a 6, and
All right.
get a new skill
Extendo claws.
called Long Arm.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
And now I'm gonna try to grab Duralast.
All right.
The long claw of the law.
You do it. You got Duralast as well.
I'll spend another experience point and get of the law.
Oh, that's the best. All right. So now, with the pieces of Failure and Duralast up, what are y'all doing?
We should try to craft a battery with these.
I'm going to try and make us a shiny like new power source.
What'd you roll for a Shovelhead?
I was just making sure my skill worked.
Okay,
We should be good. Okay.
cool. Just checking.
Okay. Shiny
3.
like new.
Oh, that's 4. Oh, add a d6. I got 18.
Don wins.
2 4s and 2 5s. Shiny like new. yeah, you get it all pieced together, and it appears to be working fine.
You made a cyber zombie.
All of a sudden, the Failure's head turns around and goes, "Who are you?"
Hello, friend. You're still alive?
It just like gets caught in like a feedback loop, and it goes,
It's okay.
"Failure is the best teacher," and then just goes and stops for me.
When you get caught in a feedback loop, sometimes you just need to stop and reset.
Oh boy!
Sometimes that includes a power down.
Do it!
Oh,
Do you have
yeah.
an experience point?
I do.
You succeeded
do.
the ghost. So Failure's like, "Who are you?"
We are
And-
your conscious failure.
Therapy.
So,
Failure
you
to success.
That's
Failure to
beautiful.
success. Could that be the name of this episode?
Fail till you make it.
All right. Failure to make it. Failure to launch.
Well, that still might happen here. All right, Ben. This is shiny like new. Please
It's-
make
it's-
it. Put it
it's-
into its receptacle.
It's Failure's energy cell, part of his head and the Duralast battery all wrapped together. And so he's like randomly kind of jerking around and going, "Hi, who are you?" And when he hands it over to you, he goes, "We."
Do not worry, failure, for we shall get this ship working. Wham!
If it fits, it's
You have an experience point. I know you have an experience point.
I'm going to, but I just don't know what to name it.
With a crit.
I was really scared Don was going to roll like 3 6s.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was like. But yeah, you get it into the access part, and Failure goes, "Whoa!" and just kind of peters out and goes quiet. And you can hear the reaction chamber all of a sudden start to arc with this high resonance wavelength, and the whole thing
I think we're
glows
lacking
and
something,
fires up.
Ben. I think it's lacking a little something, Ben. Maybe the gun will add the extra energy we need.
I'm going to shoot failure.
All right.
Let's just do
Just-
anything.
As you recall, I failed my shiny like new roll, so
Yep. Oh, I know.
I'm gonna make my way back towards the bridge while they're shooting the dead guy. Successfully shooting
And
the dead.
Failure's like, "Don't worry, this is fun."
Don't worry, failure. It should only hurt forever.
And as Failure's like, "Where am I?" as the hatch behind the reaction chamber closes and it starts powering up the ship.
Good job, R3. We did it. We did it. Hey, yeah, we did it.
I told you could do it if you realized your actual self.
I am not a worthless robot.
We still haven't gotten off this place yet, so let's follow Shovel.
All
Use
right.
my last experience
need to
point for
roll
right
that.
now to
Shovel
give us.
even.
Trying to make my way towards the thing.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You get up to the main bridge, and everything seems to be firing up. You can see all of the displays that show the telemetry, the current position relative to what it classifies at home, but you've never seen that designation before.
This time, I'm guessing we're walking into the.
The bridge.
to the bridge.
Yep.
The bridge.
The bridge.
The
Go bridge.
Wonderful. We got the ship fired and ready to go. Are
Oh.
the coordinates set?
They're set for someplace. I don't even know if are all the systems working. I guess I need to do anything. Are all the systems
It looks like, yeah, that's a good point. It looks clear.
looks clear?
Wonderful. R3, punch it.
All right. Do anything.
I can do anything.
I can do it. Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything better than you.
You walk over and you hit the panel, and it just goes dark for a second.
Sometimes ships need to reboot before they're ready to go. They need a little bit of downtime once they've been sleeping too long.
That is
Are you giving the ship therapy?
Yes, I am.
Are you coaxing it to life via therapy?
Probably not.
Let's see how the ship reacts to therapy, everyone. Not well.
Nothing.
No, R3. It is like this. You need to push it. Push it real good.
Which is what I decided to name the fourth offset of if it's, it sits.
Okay, do it.
Push it. Push it real good.
Do it.
Oh, shit!
Wow.
Oh, shit.
I think failure to launch is where we're ending this. Shovel, you're our last hope.
I'll try.
The long arm of the... I don't know.
We're a little stuck.
I wonder if we do not have the right coordinates in. Maybe
I'm
we
gonna
should.
roll. I'm gonna see if I can find the right panel.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Find ship parts.
Oh, yeah. You find the correct panel, and it looks like the dampeners of the ship that keep it anchored are still in place.
Might be our
Effectively,
problem.
the e-brake is on.
Right. Hey, you can drive with the e-brake on.
It's
Yep.
true.
It causes a lot of smoke,
And friction.
Just like
just
grandma.
like Grandma.
Smells like grandma. All right, I'm gonna try to take off the e-brake.
Nice. It seems really difficult to take off, I guess.
I'm gonna
No,
make
it
this
is not a
e-brake.
pull. It's
I'm
not a
making this
pull.
e-brake shiny like new.
Yes. Yes.
It's not.
Wow.
That's
It's
so
not-
bad.
It's not a pull brake, guys.
It's a push brake.
It's a push.
All right. Ben,
Push it. Push it real good. God.
Oh boy. Why? Why are you so bad? And you can swear in the background, you hear this. This really hurts.
I shoot the brake.
Just raise the panel.
I'm going to taste the pedal.
Okay. Why not?
Well,
That failed, but I'm going to advance that skill.
You can only do that on a success.
Yeah, you still got to spend the.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
just expend the experience and advance the skill.
Yep.
Though.
So, with failure screaming in the background and everybody's beating on random things to try to make the ship go, we zoom out to this broken down cruise ship fuselage that's slowly but surely starting to ignite as it sputters to life. And it eventually, after a day and a half of fighting with it, slowly starts to get into orbit. And I think that's where we're going to stop it.
Yay!
As the ship comes crashing back down.
It's just right onto Failure's dock right before it takes off.
Uses the lake as the skipping pad.
Yep. That was great. I love this game.
Oh,
We rolled so bad at the end.
We did.
So bad.
We got level 4 skills.
God, so what are the name of
And we
all
didn't
of your guys'
succeed with
skills?
any of them.
Yeah.
I'm curious. What is the name of all of your guys' skills?
I just have 2. It's shiny like new and failure to success.
Don't you have psychology too?
Yeah, don't you have therapy?
Oh, I thought you like changed the name as you leveled up. That mean I have a
You
whole bunch
do.
of different skills? Oh, okay.
Yeah, each one is a new skill. So like therapy 2 would go to like something 3 and then something 4.
I asked earlier, and you guys threw me off the course.
I'm lazy.
Well, that was super great. Thanks for folks hanging in there and having fun with us. I think it's been super great and fun. If you ever get a chance, I seriously suggest running and playing Roll20 or Roll for Shoes.
Roll for Shoes.
It takes like 0 planning. And once you get the rules down, it's really easy and stupid.
Roll for shoes!
Roll
I
for
have shoes!
Yep. We should all roll for some shoes.
I have shoes!
I don't!
Those are my skills. Now I roll for shoes.
Do it. For them sexy legs.
Oh!
You have shoes! Everybody...
After the game is over, we all roll 6s, and Don rolls a 1.
But yeah, I want to thank everybody for hanging out there. You can catch our socials because I was lazy and didn't do any animated overlays, so they're all there. And you can catch us most Wednesdays at DGG. Right, Jeff?
Yeah, we're going to be streaming. Goal is to stream every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. There will be some times when it gets adjusted a little bit because some of the people we're dealing with are in different time zones and different things, and so we'll have to adjust times to accommodate. But every Wednesday, we're either going to be streaming part 1 or part 2 of a new indie game, or doing our new talk show, which at this point in time looks like the name might be DGG Presents Random Encounters. A poll is going on Twitter right now to see which name people like the best.
What I voted for.
So we'll have more about that when it comes out, but that's going to be that goal is to have that one the last Wednesday of every month, and maybe more often if we need filler between indie games.
Heck yeah.
Thanks for joining us. This was a lot of fun. This was super easy to get into and just go with. This is a great game for just being creative.
Yep.
Just
if you want a setting to just play in, Roll for Shoes is the way to go.
And then, like you don't need you just need some way to document experience and skills. So just a piece of paper and at least 1 dice, 1d6, so you can roll. If you got to roll multiple times, cool. And
yep,
anywhere to do this. So Well,
Heck yeah.
check us out on Twitter, or we've got links to our Ko-Fi and our podcasts pinned in our pinned tweet there, and we'll be updating Twitch here to have the Ko-Fi link as well here shortly. So, good night, everybody.
Yep, for sure. Stay legendary, folks. Nighty night.
Sleep tight. Dream of robotic sheep tonight.
Robotic sheep.
Electric sheep. Darn it!
Who let the sheep out? Nah,
Who?
nah, nah, nah. All right, later,
Just down.
folks.
Just down.